The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
The WNBA is buzzing after Angel Reese, known for her fiery sideline energy, revealed her bold plan to challenge Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark. Reese has confidently stated she's ready to take Clark down, sparking debates on whether her words can match the skill gap between the two players.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark. In the history of the WNBA,
Schwartz recently published an article highlighting Angel Reese's candid take on her long-standing rivalry with Caitlin Clark. Reese opened up about the deeper story behind their competition, shedding light on a legacy that many fans might not fully understand.
Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Now, the most shocking part isn't Angel Reese's confidence, it's her boldness in taking on someone like Caitlin Clark, a player widely regarded as the benchmark of excellence in women's basketball.
Camille, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU, so like, it's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit.
Reese's bold statements might be more talk than action, but you're not the only one thinking that. Stay tuned, because the stark difference between these two players isn't just entertaining, it reveals a lot.
Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball.
Let's take a moment to talk about Angel Reese. She's got undeniable charisma, sky-high confidence, and a talent for staying in the spotlight, whether it's her standout moves on the court or publicly calling out her rivals. And who's her latest target? None other than Caitlin Clark, the star who has set a new standard for dominance in women's basketball. Reese knows exactly what she's doing. Challenging the queen of the game is guaranteed to grab everyone's attention.
To pull out this, kind of the Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a
incredible
player for sure, but I don't take disrespect lightly, and she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. But y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment. Yeah.
Hold up for a second. Caitlin Clark isn't just good. She's the asterisk player. Her rookie stats are straight out of a basketball dream: 19.2 points per game, 8.4 assists, and a highlight reel that leaves even veteran pros in awe. Clark doesn't just play basketball, she elevates it into an art. While Angel Reese has her moments with sharp passes and impressive three-pointers, her 13.6 points per game show she's not quite on the path to legendary status, at least not yet.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin.
Angel Reese isn't letting stats define her. She's leveling up by training with David Alexander, the same trainer who's worked with LeBron James. That's like learning piano from Beethoven. But let's be real, flashy workouts don't always translate to on-court dominance. Reese still needs to master the basics, the core skills Caitlin Clark has already perfected. And then there's the big question critics keep raising. Is Reese more focused on Instagram fame and brand deals than sharpening her jumper?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Caitlin Clark thrives under pressure, consistently delivering in high-stakes moments and big games. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's most memorable moment so far is a taunt during the NCAA championship, a move that sparked more debates than cheers. While Clark was busy breaking records, Reese seemed content playing the villain in a drama only she was starring in. But let's not count Reese out just yet. She's got passion, and if there's one thing sports fans love, it's an underdog with something to prove. Reese isn't here to play nice. She's here to show she can compete with the best. Whether it's ramping up her training or blocking out the noise from critics, her determination is undeniable. The real question is, can she turn all that talk into results?
She wins the national title. First thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese. So she's sort of embraced a Draymond Green role here.
Public is hooked on this rivalry like it's the latest hit reality show. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. It's the showdown everyone's talking about. Reese's fans are drawn to her unfiltered personality and underdog spirit, while Clark's supporters admire her polished professionalism and unmatched skill. It's raw emotion and its refined precision, and it's injecting a new level of excitement into the WNBA. But here's the real story. This isn't just about Reese and Clark, it's about what they represent for women's basketball. Clark's dominance and Reese's fiery ambition are pulling in new fans, breaking barriers, and proving that women's sports can spark just as much hype and passion as the men's game.
Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
The upcoming season is shaping up to be a spectacle. The first showdown between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark will be unmissable, with every play analyzed, every shot scrutinized, and every reaction turned into viral content. For Reese, it's her chance to prove she's more than just bold talk. For Clark, it's all about holding on to her crown as the undisputed queen. So, what's the verdict? Reese has the drive, but she's facing a steep climb. Clark, meanwhile, just has to keep doing what she does best, dominating with grace and consistency. No matter who comes out on top, the real winner is the WNBA. This rivalry isn't just about basketball. It's a cultural moment, a symbol of the league's growth, and a shining example of the incredible talent in women's sport.
Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Reese's big move is training with David Alexander, a top coach who's worked with LeBron James, thinking that being close to greatness will somehow rub off on her. Sure, Reese, that's definitely how it works. Meanwhile, Clark doesn't need any gimmicks. She's out there putting up stats that make even the most experienced players look like rookies. Reese can hire as many trainers as she wants, but she's got a long road ahead before she can even come close to reaching Clark's level.
Now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star.
Let's not forget the commentary from Danica Patrick, which only fueled the fire. The NASCR star didn't hold back, pointing out that Angel's obsession with Caitlin was actually hurting her more than helping. According to Patrick, Angel's jealousy was clear, and it wasn't a good look. On the flip side, Caitlin was praised for her poise under pressure and her ability to stay focused despite all the distractions. It's easy to see why Caitlin is so admired. She's not just a player, she's a leader. During the 2023 season, she carried Iowa to the NCAA Finals.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is...
And the weight of expectations never got to her. In fact, it seemed to fuel her. Her court vision, her ability to read the game.
Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
And her unshakable confidence made her the player everyone wanted to watch, even after Iowa's lost in the finals. Caitlin's performance wasn't just about competing, it was about inspiring.